Next you will see how to write a hardware functionality in Systemverilog and write your first SV program. This is the hardware that you are going to model in SV. It is an 8-bit full adder. It has 3 input ports named A, B, and C in, and 2 output ports named SUM and C out. Here A, B, and SUM are of width 8, and C in and C out are of width 1. You will write the SV code in a module. As seen in the previous slide, the syntax is: first the Systemverilog keyword module, the name of the module, which is adder here. Next, within brackets, the ports of the module are listed. They are A, B, C in, SUM, and C out. You can assume that ports in a module are the pins of the IC, if the module represents a whole IC. Now you need to specify the type of these ports, that is, whether they are inputs or outputs. Here A, B, and C in are defined as inputs, and SUM and C out are as outputs. Note that the ports A, B, and C in are of width 8, which is an array of length 7 down to 0, and C in and C out are of width 1. The Systemverilog keyword logic is an easy way to avoid confusion about the type of signal need to be defined in the program, like whether they need to be a wire type or register type. If you declare all your variables as of type logic, it will ease you tasks and would be fine in most of the SV programs. After port declaration, next you will define all the internal variables apart from ports, which are used in the program. Here only one internal variable is used, named as result, which is of width 9. Next is writing the functional part of the program. Here you will write the actual code which will implement the intended hardware functionality. In this example you need to implement an 8-bit full adder. The first statement, assign result equals a plus B plus C in, will add all the inputs to result. Here, assign is a Systemverilog keyword, and for now, assume that it is needed with every assignment in SV. Note that the width of result is 1 bit higher than that of A and B. Thus, result will have the correct sum value, without losing any bits. Now the actual sum will be the lower 7 bits of result, and the carryout, cout will be the MSB of result. In the next 2 statements, you will specify this as, assign sum equals result of 7 down to 0, and, assign cout equals result of 8. After writing all the hardware-specific functional code, you will specify the end of the module using the keyword endModule. The syntax is, endModule, name of the module. Here it is, endModule adder. You may skip the name of the module with endModule keyword, but it is a good practice to specify it, which will help in debugs of programs with many modules defined. To summarize, the format of any module in general is module, name of the module, port list. Next is port declaration, declaration of internal signals, the functional code of the module, and finally, the endModule keyword. Now you have completed writing an 8-bit full adder in Systemverilog. You haven't specified anything related the hardware of the full adder, but only written 3 lines of SV code. Here you might be thinking, how this will act as the actual full adder circuit using logic gates when the IC is produced. It is done by the synthesizing tool. During synthesis, the tool will convert the line, assign result equals a plus B plus C in, to an adder circuit with logic gates, and also will make connections to external ports appropriately. This is the whole idea of using a hardware description language to design an IC. But remember that, in order to convert the program to a circuit of logic gates, you must follow certain restriction while coding the SV program, so that the tool can convert it to a circuit. Or simply, your design program should be synthesizable.